Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the new Dior primer, foundation and concealer. It's going to be an all-day wear test. So without further ado, let's get right to it. I want to show you the time because this is going to be a wear test. It is currently 9:44 in the morning. It's a beautiful day today. So I did pick up the primer, the foundation, as well as the concealer. So you guys, I'm going to start by priming my skin. Skin Forever Never Wear Makeup Primer with SPF 20 improves the hold and coverage of your foundation. So it's perfect as a primer after your skincare routine and before foundation. It improves wear for a flawless finish. Color, it is plastic. It's using this. Now before I apply it, I'm going to make sure to shake it. And then I'm going to apply like this much. This is where my foundation breaks up first, because this is where I have all my oily areas. So I'm going to apply it there and then spread. Instantly absorbed onto the skin. And I mean, first impression, you guys, my skin is already... it's already looking better with the primer than before. So I picked up the Dior Forever Skin Glow Foundation in the shade 3WO. So the 3WO is a warm olive glow. So this does have yellow and olive green in it. It does come in a matte finish and the glow. So what it is a medium to full coverage foundation that remains flawless for up to 24 hours in a radiant finish with an SPF of 35. And this is what the packaging looks like. It is a glass container, which is typical of Dior foundation. And it does have a pump applicator. So what I'm going to be doing today, since it's my first try, I'm going to be using a brush on half of the face and my beauty blender on the other half. What I'm trying to compare is which finish, which side I like the best. I'm gonna start with this side, you guys. I'm gonna pump two. The first one was mostly air, so I'm gonna do a little bit more. But I'm gonna apply this much in the back of my hand, and taking my Morphe E56 brush, I'm going to dip it. I haven't blended the formula at all, you guys, but just by that little bit that I apply there, it's actually a pretty good match to my neck. So I'm just gonna keep on blending it to this half of my face. Alright, so first impressions as I'm blending this foundation in is that it's not the fastest drying formula, but it does start to set into the skin. So you want to make sure to just keep blending and not stop, because right here it's already like drying. So I'm gonna move a little faster in this case. Okay, so you guys can see this half of my face and this versus this half with no foundation. Alright, so color wise, spot on. I only have it on half of my face, and there's really not much difference. If anything, this toned down the redness in my skin. This looks more flawless. I will be honest, I was expecting the formula to look a lot more dewy than this, but I'm actually happier because this is like a glow within. Very natural, very radiant. I'm liking what I'm seeing, you guys. So I'm just gonna leave it with this one. I don't think I want more coverage than this. And as far as coverage, I will say that this is a medium for sure, a medium coverage. Now I'm wondering if I can build that, but I don't know if I want to do that today. So now I'm going to do the other half of my face. And again, 2 pumps. I'm going to take the back of my beauty blender. It is wet. I'm going to dip it into the foundation and bounce. Now with your beauty blender, it's a lot easier and quicker than when you use a brush, but you want to make sure that you're bouncing and not dragging. So when you bounce, you kind of do this. You don't want to drag the formula, any formula. You don't want to drag on your skin. You want to bounce it and kind of tap it in. So I am focusing the formula and the coverage around here. Like this is where I need the most coverage in my foundations and concealers, because that's where I have the most discoloration. Okay, so I am going to need a little bit more on this side, which is typical when you're using a sponge. It does kind of grab onto a lot more product. So that's one thing. One side, the side with the brush, you can spread a lot more and get more coverage with. The sponge does tend to diffuse the formulas a bit. All right, you guys, so judging and comparing, this is what I'm noticing, is that the side with the beauty blender blended out so much more flawless than with the brush. I do notice a little bit of more texture on this side. So it is available in 24 shades. I mean, we've seen a lot more options than that now, but it's not terrible, especially when you consider where Dior came from originally with their 8 shades. So 24 is an improvement. Okay, guys, so now the concealer, the Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer retails for $36. So the concealer comes in 28 shades and retails for $36. And the shade that I picked up was the 2WO, which is a warm olive. A 24-hour wear, multi-purpose, full coverage, creamy concealer that corrects hides under eye circles, redness, blemishes, and imperfections. This is what the product looked like. It just looks like a skinnier and smaller version than the foundation. Super cute. Also glass. This baby out. Let's see what the wand looks like. Ooh. So it has a foot dough applicator, and you see how it comes in an angle there. So you guys, I'm going to start with this side here, and I'm going to be using again a brush. And for this side, I'm going to be using the Morphe E20 brush, which is my trusty concealer brush. And for my concealer, I like to bring it up there, then down here. And I'm just gonna start with this much, just because I don't know, it is a full coverage concealer, so I don't know how thick or how much blending I'm gonna have to do. So I'm not crazy with the finish of the concealer here. It does look very textury. I don't know if you can tell there. As far as coverage, let me try covering other areas, because the color is this tone. This is more about the tone, you guys. It's not orangey enough to cancel out my vein there, which is very common. I mean, most concealers, like I usually need 2 concealers. I don't think I have one concealer that completely covers this, so I'm not surprised there. But let me just try a little bit over here, because it's kind of hard to tell how much it's actually covering, because okay, yeah, it is a full coverage concealer, you guys, and the finish is so beautiful. It's very similar to the foundation, not too dewy, just like a really nice glow within, like a really nice. I love this, you guys. As far as color, it's really nice. If I was to use this concealer again, I would color correct first and then apply it. Finish is beautiful. I mean, now let's see on this side with the sponge. I'm gonna do exactly the same here. And now taking my beauty blender. I'm not even done blending, you guys. And again, this side is the winner. First impression, the beauty blender is your go-to tool for this formula. Or maybe, I mean, at least not the two brushes I use. And typically they work with every single product I use, especially the concealer brush, E20. So, but this side definitely looks better. There's like no arguing. There's no texture around here. It's blending the formula. I mean, it's beautiful. This side is a lot, like, considerably better than this side with the brush. I'm gonna set here, and then I'm gonna do the rest of my face off the camera. I am going to be using my Laura Mercier powder. This is the translucent shade. And as always, I'm going to use a product that I'm very, very comfortable with, that I've used with every single product I've ever owned. So, you know, so that we know. Okay, so you guys, I'm going to be using my Laura Mercier. This is the Glow Powder. Tap off the excess because I don't want to go too heavy. And then set just under the eyes. I don't want to set the whole face because I am loving this finish. Loving this finish, you guys. This is what it looks like. So far, you guys, I'm really impressed. I'm very happy. But this is a all-day try and test wear. So I'm gonna finish the rest of my face. I'm not gonna do too much. And I'll be back. All right, guys, so I'm dressed. I'm ready to head out. I just wanted to check in with you. It is now 11:13, so it has been a few hours since I started this video. My skin still looks really nice. I did apply blush, bronzer, and a brow and lashes. So far, so good. So I'm gonna keep checking in with you guys throughout the day if I notice anything. So yeah, let's cross our finger and I'll check in a bit. It's been a few more hours. Did not mention earlier when I was doing my face, I did get like an allergic reaction to a foundation and I was like breaking out. Something in the formula didn't agree with me, so I do have like all these breakouts, but other than that, I think it's doing pretty good. I do find that it has oxidized a bit, so it does look a little bit more warm than when I first applied it, but it's still pretty decent coverage and the color matches still. So far, so good.
No,
Hi, Marley.
because it sounds like they're all
So what do you think of my
can't hear anything
foundation?
loud.
Good. I've been wearing this foundation now for over 12 hours. I just fell asleep with the girls. It's been a very, very long day, but I am very happy with how this foundation wore the whole day. I mean, even though I was like laying on the bed, I've been like snuggling. If you guys know me, I'm always touching my face. I'm always like kissing my girls. So I'm actually very happy with the way that my skin still looks. And I mean, it's not perfect by all means, but it still looks pretty good. It feels pretty nice. I didn't feel like I needed to touch up. I never felt like greasy or anything. I do see a little bit of oil here kind of coming through in here, but nothing crazy. Around the nose is always the first area for me that gets that breaks down because I sweat a lot. But you guys, other than that, I really very impressed. The new Dior foundation and the primer and the concealer. So I'm definitely looking forward to trying it again. You guys will see more of it here, but you guys, I'm gonna let you go. I'm so tired, but I'm so happy that I was able to follow through and kind of complete this review. So far so good, you guys. I'm definitely gonna try it again. I'm not gonna return it. This is gonna be the foundation I'm gonna be trying out for the next few tutorials. But yeah, stay tuned, you guys, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and let me know what other type of videos you want to see. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.